Alright everyone, settle down. Now, our recent trend of video game movies have been doing pretty well. The people over at Nintendo just announced that they're making another movie based in the Mario world. Amazon is coming out with a Fallout series tune. And The Last of Us Season 2 is sure to make headlines. Guys, if we're gonna make a name for ourselves, we need a film that will get people's attention. Something that'll have everyone in the audience excited. Kids and adults alike.
Wait, I have an idea!
Good point.
You have a lot of stairs. Hold on.
That's true.
Can we do my idea?
It's not that Sims idea,
It's
right?
the Sims idea.
Look, unless you have someone who will really help make this film work, it's just not gonna happen.
Hey, it's me, Margot Robbie.
Barbie?
With the way that Hollywood's been going recently, it seems as though the main gimmick is to take a well-known franchise, throw some famous people in, and grab a bucket for the cash that's just raining onto those movie companies. Now, we can talk about Hollywood's current state another time. Today, though, I wanted to focus on the newest gaming movie announcement. The Sims. The Sims, the game where your child can't leave school if there's a meteor approaching. That's a serious Sim note, by the way, look it up. The Sims have been around for a long time, and just about everyone knows about it. With its simple premise being just a life simulator kicked up a notch, it makes complete sense that it's one of the most well-known franchises ever. Now, I never really played a Sims game, mainly because I'm cheap. But following this announcement, I decided to really give it a try. And after taking this personality quiz, it called me lazy, cheerful, and evil. I don't think I've ever been judged by a video game before, but that doesn't really matter. I bought a house right next to the river, and now it's time for the game to begin.
Oh, Sivar? Huh.
He's not really doing a whole lot. Maybe if I'll try speeding it up. Really living up to his lazy quality. Alright, so The Sims isn't really for me. I did go back and actually try to play the game, but it's just making me feel like I should be doing something else. After a few hours, I got married, had a kid, got a promotion at work, and in the real world, I need to be writing the script for this video. But I do have to admit, there's something that hooks me into it. The things your Sims do, I think, is what makes everyone come back to this game. From strange sleeping patterns to forgetting to eat for days at a time, it's just fun to see what they'll get up to. But now, how do we make this into a movie? Well, I think we can figure it out just by looking at who's behind it. There isn't too much revealed about this movie right now, but already we know that Vertigo Entertainment is behind the film. They've made a lot of different movies over the years, from horror movies to animated movies and everything in between, but their big one seems to be more focused on the main character trying to find out more about themselves, trying to dig deep, really understand who they are. You feel? The Lego Movie, It, How to Train Your Dragon, these were all them. Their film lineup is pretty good, but many seem to have that underlying theme of pushing beyond who you currently are. Speaking of the Lego Movie, Roy Lee, one of the producers, is also set to work on the Sims movie. I think it's safe to say we're gonna see some similar themes. Meanwhile, the other company helping with this film is Lucky Chap Entertainment, which is run by none other than Margot Robbie.
Barbie?
Yes, Barbie. You know she's been in other movies too, right? The company describes themselves as a female-focused film and television production studio. The films they've been a part of show this too. Birds of Prey, Promising Young Women, Terminal, and of course, Barbie.
Hi, Barbie!
Hi, Ken.
Again, these films focus on self-discovery. With all of this in mind, I've got a pretty good idea on how The Sims will play. So, allow me a moment of your time as I present to you Hollywood's latest blockbuster, The Sims: Digital Duality. We open to a shot of a blue sky. Birds fly by, we can see some clouds in the distance. As we pan down, though, we see the hustle and bustle of everyday life. People running left and right, the classic,
Hey, I'm walking
can be heard in the background. Eventually, we pan up to an older-looking building and fly through the window, where we meet our main character, Ava, a tired woman who's just trying to make ends meet. As she enters the room, she gets a message from her friend that she wants to go and get a drink and hang out. Ava, already feeling tired and drained, says no and just sits on the couch. In the apartment, she turns on her computer and enters the sim world. Again, we see a blue sky, but this time, the blue of the Sims world. Her sim, Abby, follows Ava's commands just like she has every day. Until eventually, Abby snaps and decides not to follow what Ava told her to do. Ava's surprised. Is my sim talking to me right now? Abby's just as surprised. Why can't I talk? Abby wants to know more about having a life of her own and asks for Ava's help. Together, they travel the Sims universe, talking to other characters, each who have their own stories to tell and backstories. It slowly becomes revealed to Abby that this isn't just a game, but a reflection of everyone's own desires, fears, struggles, dreams, lives. Abby and Ava are able to relate to one another so much on their journey because, in a sense, Abby and Ava are the same person with the same dreams and desires. In the background, a man only known as the Architect is trying everything he can do to stop Abby and Ava on their journey. From shutting off the power to Ava's house, to taking the ladders out of pools, to sending a meteor, this Architect is much more destructive in nature than he first seems. Eventually, Ava and Abby reach the Architect, who's revealed to be the creator of the game, Will Wright, who says that this is his game. These are his people. He's the one to give the Sims dreams and passions. The Sims themselves don't have that ability. That is, until Abby expresses her desire to go out and truly live her own life, to make her own decisions. Will begins to have a change of heart, and realizes that everyone should not only be allowed, but encouraged to chase after what they want. In the end, Abby and Ava learn about how much they can do in their own worlds. Abby hangs out more with her friends, and Ava continues to live in the Sims world as Abby's virtual neighbor of sorts. This version of the Sims movie would focus on similar themes to what the companies behind the film have already established, while also taking some creative elements from the people behind the film. I'd love to see this Architect character be worked on by the director of Loki, who's also involved in this film, since I think she could do a wonderful job in creating an actual overly powerful villain. Now, do I think they'll actually use this script? Probably not, but it's not too far-fetched. The films from these minds are pretty similar to each other already, so while I would expect some similar beats in the new Sims movie, I'm just hoping for something new. Now, that's just what I think about the Sims movie, but what about you? What do you think the plot for The Sims will look like? Let me know in the comments. Anyway guys, thank you for watching this video, and remember to chase the chaos.